Yo, what up? It's Carter from the Peekaboo Boxing Academy, and today what I want to talk to you about is how to do the Willie Bag as a beginner. This was one of the primary tools that Cus D'amato used to train the fighters back in the day, including Mike Tyson, and Teddy Atlas and Cus had all the fighters back in the day do this guy every single day. So what I want to do is I want to show you the basic punching form, the basic head movement, and how to do the beginner tape on here so that you don't have to come all the way down to the gym, even though I'd love to see you, but so that you can do it at your home on your own time and reap the rewards. Let's get in.
Professional fighter is going to learn how to hit and not get hit, at the same time be excited. That's what professional boxing is. You got to be clever, you got to be smart, and not get hit. And when you're able to do this, you're a fighter.
So when you're throwing that, I was showing this to Cameron earlier. When you're throwing that, you're throwing a little bit, here, watch out, you're throwing a little bit as such. You're throwing through, and you're losing the snap as a result. I want to act like I'm actually stopping it on his chin. So when I slip over like this, slip over, see that? See that jolt in there? Right? It's because I'm stopping it on his chin. I'm acting like I'm actually hitting something. Alright, so to get started, I want to show you your basic punching form and what all of these numbers mean, what they correlate to. So the first number is the 7. What the 7 is it's a jab, and it's very simple. This is the way that Cus taught it and Teddy taught it. You're going to get in your stance, just like we went over in the other video, and when you throw it, you're going to turn it over as such, right? The knuckles are, the fist is formed like this. It starts here, it's tucked in, and then as I throw it, boom, and I get that snap in my shoulder. Snap it out, snap it out. When I'm on the bag, snap it out, snap it out, snap it out. Now, if you're really short or you're really tall, you want to throw at basically where your level is. So if I'm this short, I don't want to be throwing up here. I want to be throwing as if I'm fighting somebody my size, okay? So that's your 7, very basic. And we're going to do other videos where I actually break these down, you know, in advanced detail, but I just want to go over the basics for now. So 7. The next number is the 2. The 2 can either be a straight right or it can be a right hook. When you throw these, it's very important. The same goes with the jab. It's very important that you protect your chin, right? A lot of fighters, they throw jabs like this. That's fine. Some of the greatest fighters to ever live did that. But just keep in mind that somebody one day might have your number, and when your speed slows down, you know, it could become a problem for you. So the way that Cus taught to throw the jab was throw it like this, turn it over, but protect your chin as such. Protect your chin with the shoulder, right? Same thing with the 2. I'm going to pivot off my back foot and rotate my hips. Boom, 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 right? This is the 2. Boom, straight right to the jaw. Boom. Also, it can be a right hook. So what does that mean? I can throw it like this. Boom, boom, boom. Nice tight hook. Again, I'm rotating my hips, and I'm throwing everything that I have to get all that power and snap in there. And you really want to feel the snap in your shoulders, right? So that's the 2. It can be either or. The next one is the 3. The 3 is a left uppercut to the chin over to the solar plexus, right? So the 3, right here like this, you're going to slip over off to the side. You're going to have your weight loaded on your front leg, and then you're going to snap that up. Now on the Willie Bag, you're not actually going to make contact. It'll look something like this. It'll slip over, snap. 4, it's just the same thing, but on the other side. Slip over, snap. Slip over, snap. Slip over, snap. That's all it is, 3 and 4. For the 5 and 6, body punches, right? So the way that Cus and Teddy actually taught how to throw the body punches is you get down like this, and then you throw in like this. Boom, like that. Now, you might have seen Mike Tyson throw some of them like this. He actually got that from Jimmy Jacobs, who played handball. That was a technique where Jimmy would basically switch his stance when you throw the ball to get more power, to really exercise his athleticism. He would switch stances, throw the ball. So Mike did that to get power into his hooks. I tell my guys, throw your hooks. You can throw your hooks either or. You can shovel in, kind of like a half uppercut, or like how it's meant to be taught. You get down low, boom, snap it in like that, right? Same goes for the other side. For the 6 is a right hand to the spleen. 5, left hand to the liver. 6, right hand to the spleen. When you throw a 6, it can be a straight 6, boom, like that. You do a knee bend. We'll go over the knee bends at some point. But basically, you drop down in the center, boom, throw straight into it like that. You can also do it like a hook. Either of the variations will work. All right, so those are your basic punches. Now, there are some nuances to this, though, because you don't want to just stand in front of the bag and just throw the punches. There's a way that Cus taught you how to move, right? So this is how it is. Whenever you throw a hook, you don't stay in the center like this and just throw the hook. You don't just throw the hook from in here like this, right? What Cus would teach is you want to slip off the center line. You want to, this is a come forward fighting style where you're constantly, like this, you're constantly like this, you're coming forward, you're drawing punches through this big open target. So the whole style is predicated around moving your head. So what does that mean? You slip outside the shoulders, and then you throw the hook. Same with the 6, you slip outside the shoulders, then you throw it. This not only allows you to load up your weight, but it also lets you miss punches and explode into the openings, which is what this whole style is predicated around, all right? So it'll be like this. 1, slip. 5, slip. 4, 5, slip. 6, slip. 2, slip. Or 2, like that. Right? Just like that. But if you're going to throw a hook, slip off to the side first. Imagine you're missing that punch. You're outside the shoulder. You're in a position where you can hit him and he can't hit you. And even if this guy does turn his body when you're out here, there's maneuvers in the style that you can do to get out of the way and to catch him by surprise again and again and again. All right, so that's the body punches, right? Now, when you throw the 3 and the 4, same exact thing. You're going to slip over, snap. Slip over, snap. You're slipping off the center line. You're not throwing it in the center where you can be countered. You're slipping off to the side, boom, snapping it in, and it even creates a good opportunity for follow-through. All right, so pretty straightforward. Slip over to the side if you're going to do uppercuts or hooks. Very simple, very straightforward. All right, now the last element to this is how you move after each punch, because Cus actually developed the system in which you move a certain way after you punch. Now, you're not going to move this way every time. There's no rigid rules in a fight, but there is a general, there are general patterns that will occur if you're fighting in close or fighting at a distance. That's what Cus designed this system around, right? So on the beginner tape, there's a certain way that you move. You might not always move like this, right, when you're fighting, but in the beginner tape, there's a way that he wants you to condition yourself. He wants you to get in the habit of moving your head more than most fighters. Most fighters, they fight like this. Shh, shh. You just got hit. No point, no point. The way that you fight in this style, boom, boom, slip outside the shoulder as such, all in the waist, right? Slip outside the shoulder. So there's slipping, boom, 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 slipping outside the shoulder, and there's weaving, right? And the key with the weaving is you're going low enough to make him miss the punch, right? You're going low enough so when you're inside and you throw that hook and then he comes back with his own, you weave to make him miss. You go low enough to make him miss, but then you go high enough to make him think that you're going to be there, in which he throws another hook at you, and then you weave again. That's why they have you weave twice in this style, right? So for demonstration's sake, if I throw a 7, I'm going to slip, slip, slip outside the shoulder. Like that, right? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If I throw a straight 2, I'm going to slip twice. Here, 2, slip, slip. Right? I'm going to go right, left. For the 7, boom, left, right, left. For the 2, boom, I go right, left. Just like that. For the 5, or for the 1 rather, slip over, boom. After each hook, you weave twice, and you weave to the opposite side that you threw the hook. So if I throw my 1 over here, boom, I'm going to weave, and then weave like that, outside the shoulder again. If I just weave like this, or if I don't go low enough, I just got hit. If I go too low, a smart fighter is going to get out of there. The idea is to trick him. You're going low enough to miss, and you're coming up high enough to where, oh, he goes to throw another hook, boom, I'm over here, boom, right? That's the idea. So you're conditioning yourself to get out of the way when you're fighting in close like that. When you're outside, no point in weaving because you're too far away. But when you get inside to do these hooks, that's where you need to weave. So whenever I throw, I'm going to go to the opposite side. I'm going to weave to the opposite side. The reason is because if you slip over and you slip over here to make a miss, you're smothering this half of his body. If I slip over here and his arms are right here, he can't punch off this anymore if we're in close. So what's the only thing that's going to be coming in most cases? Something from over here. So that's why Cus, he had you go to the other side. So if I slip over here, boom, pop it in, then slip, boom, slip, boom, right? He's already smothered over here. You don't have to worry about this anymore. The pattern that Cus found is that you can go to the other side, you'll catch him again and again and again. Is it going to be like this every single time? Of course not. But there's a general pattern, and that's what the Willie Bag is meant to condition you into, right? Now, this is one of the lesser known ones. A lot of people know those ones. How do you move after an uppercut? If I throw my uppercut, this is how you're going to do it. Slip over, boom. You're going to drop into a knee bend, which is the straight down movement. You might have seen Mike doing some of these with Kevin Rooney on the pads. It's a straight down movement, right? Knee bend, and then you're going to come up and you're going to slip to the opposite side that you threw the uppercut, outside the shoulder. So if I throw my left, boom, knee bend, then I'm going to slip right, and then I'm going to slip left. So 2 slips. It's a knee bend and 2 slips. You slip to the opposite side that you throw the uppercut, right? So if I throw here, drop, right? If I throw here, drop, boom, slip, slip. Drop, slip, slip. If I throw to the other side, drop, slip, slip, right? The idea is you're in close, you want to drop when you're in that close, you're expecting the guy to fire back, and then you're slipping, expecting that guy to fire straight punches back at you, right? You don't want to just do a knee bend and come up in the middle, because then you're predictable. Joe Frazier, one of the greatest fighters to ever live, one of the things that he did wrong, according to Cus himself, is he's coming forward, he's throwing those left hooks, but whenever he goes down, he always comes back in the middle. And what did Muhammad Ali do every time? Right down the middle, right? So in this style, you never come up in the middle. Whenever you do a knee bend like that, you knee bend, you come up just high enough to make him think you're going to be there, and then you slip over. Knee bend, come up just high enough, and then slip over. That's the point with this. I'm here, I throw, I go down, and I come up just high enough to where he thinks that I'm going to be there, and then I slip over. Pretty straightforward. Now I'm going to show it to you in action so that you can practice it for yourself.
This is the first of a series of exercises designed to develop the stamina, speed, coordination, and power. Start. 1. Relax. 2. Relax. 3. Relax. 4. Relax. 5. Relax. 6. Relax. 7. Relax. 1. Relax. 2. Relax.
All right, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward. That's the beginner tape, right? And I'm actually going to play this beginner tape for you, either in the video or I'll leave a link in the description so that you can listen to it for yourself at home. And it's very simple, you know. A lot of people, when they do this style, they want to go straight to the advanced shit. Doesn't work like that. You're not going to master a style in a short period of time. So what that means is that you have to practice with the basics. When Cus and Teddy taught the fighters back in the day, they spent several months doing this bag every day, this tape, right? They do 3 rounds of it a day in their workout, along with everything else. They go in the ring, they do the moves with Teddy. They'd work on the heavy bag. They do pad work, situational drills. You know, they were taught right. They were taught how to be tough. You know, being tough is a prerequisite to being a fighter. They were taught how to be smart as well. This bag, what it does is it teaches you how to be smart, but it also conditions you to move so much more than the average fighter does. The average fighter doesn't want to go on the Willie Bag and move like that all the time. But it conditions you to move your head more than any other fighter. And the thing is that you don't become robotic because this is just one means of training and it evolves as you keep using it, right? And if you're working with a mentor, somebody that actually knows how to teach the style correctly, you're not going to become a robot. You're just going to condition yourself to get out of the way. And then you also learn other things like footwork, how to punch off of your movement. Tons of different moving parts that I can't wait to share with you on the channel. Now, what are some of the cardinal sins that people make with this? They don't move far enough. You have to slip outside of the shoulder. Little half-ass slips aren't going to do it. You're still going to get hit. The other thing, don't load up and focus on power. Focus on form. You want to hit with power, but you want to focus on your form. This is going to condition you into basically being able to throw a lot, right, as you go to the more advanced tapes. But in the beginning, it's more about form. That's why he goes, boom, relax. When he says relax, that's when you do your head movement, okay? So make sure you're slipping far, make sure you're slipping fast, but do it correctly, right? Don't sacrifice the form for the speed, right? Do the form, focus on the form, then the speed, and then the power as you learn this style. Don't try to rush it, right? So make sure you're slipping correctly, make sure you're weaving correctly, get down low and come up high enough to make the other guy think you're going to be there, but go down low enough to where you're actually going to miss the punch, right? And be disciplined. Do what you need to do with this bag. If you half-ass it, you're going to fight like that. You fight the way that you train. So, great tool right here. Very underutilized. Builds your stamina, your speed, your coordination, your power, all that and then some. Do it every single day. Integrate it into your training and do it properly, and you will reap the rewards from it. Thank you so much for being here. See you in the next one.